Siren's Song. In the remote coastal village of Marrow's End, a haunting melody lingered in the air, drifting through the narrow streets and seeping into the hearts of its unsuspecting residents. The locals whispered about the Siren's Song, an enchanting yet ominous tune that emanated from the ocean's depths, captivating any soul unfortunate enough to hear it. For years, the villagers had lived in fear of the sea, shunning its depths and heeding the warnings of their forefathers. A young fisherman named Alistair, however, was drawn to the allure of the ocean. With a heart full of wanderlust, he often found himself gazing longingly at the vast expanse of water, yearning to unravel its mysteries. Despite the elders' warnings, he couldn't resist the call of the Siren's Song that echoed in his dreams, urging him to discover the source of its hypnotic melody. One moonless night, as the village lay shrouded in darkness, Alistair set sail on his weathered fishing boat, determined to uncover the truth behind the haunting lullaby. Guided by the distant echo of the Siren's Song, he ventured further from the safety of the shore, entranced by the allure of the mysterious melody that grew louder with each passing moment. As he sailed deeper into the murky waters, the ocean seemed to come alive, the waves morphing into monstrous shapes that threatened to swallow him whole. Alistair's resolve wavered, but the enchanting refrain of the Siren's Song echoed through his mind, urging him to press on. Unbeknownst to him, the song was weaving its spell, luring him into a trap set by the vengeful spirits that haunted the sea. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the inky darkness, her ethereal form bathed in an otherworldly glow. With lustrous hair that glimmered like moonlight and eyes as deep as the abyss, she beckoned to Alistair with a voice that was both mesmerizing and mournful. Entranced, he found himself drawn towards her, unable to resist the allure of her haunting beauty. The Siren's Song reached a crescendo, enveloping Alistair in a whirlwind of emotions as he succumbed to the enchantment. But as he drew closer, he caught a glimpse of her true form, a spectral being, her once captivating visage now twisted into a grotesque mask of anguish and despair. Alistair recoiled in horror, realizing too late that the Siren's Song was a harbinger of doom, a trap laid by vengeful spirits seeking to claim his soul for eternity. With a desperate cry, Alistair fought to break free from the siren's grip, his mind clouded by a maelstrom of fear and regret. The sea roared with fury, its turbulent waters thrashing against his boat, threatening to swallow him whole. In a last-ditch effort, he summoned every ounce of his strength and willpower, tearing himself away from the siren's grasp and steering his boat towards the distant safety of the shore. As the first rays of dawn broke through the horizon, Alistair staggered onto the familiar sands of Marrow's End, his heart heavy with the weight of his harrowing encounter. From that day on, he never spoke of the Siren's Song, keeping the haunting memory locked away in the depths of his soul. And as the village continued to live in fear of the ocean's depths, the legend of the Siren's Song persisted, a cautionary tale of the perils that lurked beneath the tranquil surface of the sea. Despite Alistair's silence, the effects of the encounter lingered within him, tormenting his dreams and poisoning his thoughts. Night after night, he found himself haunted by visions of the siren, her anguished visage etched into his mind like a cursed sigil. The haunting melody of the Siren's Song reverberated through the chambers of his subconscious, a constant reminder of the perilous allure that had nearly claimed his life. As days turned into weeks, Marrow's End became shrouded in an eerie silence, the once vibrant village cloaked in an unsettling stillness. The villagers whispered in hushed tones, their gazes haunted, and their steps quickened as they avoided the shore. Some claimed to hear the Siren's Song in the dead of night, a mournful symphony that pierced through the veil of darkness, leaving them trembling in fear and clutching their hearts in terror. Alistair, plagued by guilt and the weight of the siren's curse, became a mere shadow of his former self. His once vibrant spirit now dulled by the trauma of that fateful encounter, he withdrew from the community, retreating into the solitude of his modest dwelling. The sea, once a source of boundless fascination, now filled him with an all-consuming dread, its rhythmic tides serving as a constant reminder of the siren's malevolent presence. Despite his attempts to escape the siren's grasp, her ethereal voice continued to haunt him, its mournful echoes manifesting in the howling winds and the distant cries of seabirds. Alistair's nights were plagued by restless sleep, haunted by visions of the siren's wrathful gaze and the anguished souls of those who had fallen victim to her enchantments. Each dawn brought no solace, only a relentless cycle of torment that threatened to consume his sanity. In his darkest moments, Alistair began to wonder if he was truly free from the siren's influence or if she had woven her insidious spell into the fabric of his being, ensuring that he would forever remain tethered to her cursed melody. The once adventurous spirit that had driven him to the sea now lay shattered, replaced by a hollow shell consumed by remorse and the unyielding fear of what lurked beneath the waves. As the seasons shifted and the village of Marrow's End continued to live in the shadow of the siren's song, Alistair's fate remained intertwined with the ocean's relentless embrace. Whether he could ever break free from the siren's haunting grip or if he would forever be condemned to wander the shores as a tormented soul, cursed by the chilling melody that echoed through the depths, was a question that remained unanswered, lost to the depths of the unforgiving sea. As the years passed, Marrow's End sank deeper into despair, the siren's song casting an ever-darkening pall over the village. Alistair, now a solitary figure, was seen by the townsfolk as a harbinger of ill fortune, a living reminder of the perils that awaited those who dared defy the warnings of their ancestors. His weathered features bore the scars of his inner turmoil, his once bright eyes now dulled by a perpetual sense of dread and resignation. With each passing night, the siren's song grew more insistent, its haunting melody reverberating through the village like a cursed lullaby, snaring the hearts of those who dared listen. Marrow's End became a ghostly enclave, its inhabitants plagued by an unshakable sense of foreboding, as if the very fabric of reality was beginning to unravel under the weight of the siren's curse. Alistair, unable to escape the tormented memories of his encounter, found himself inexorably drawn back to the shore, the relentless call of the ocean's depths tugging at his soul. Ignoring the terrified whispers of the villagers, he set out to confront the siren once more, driven by a desperate need to break the curse that had ensnared him and his community. As he sailed into the heart of the tempestuous sea, the siren's song enveloped him like a suffocating shroud, its seductive tendrils threatening to claim his sanity once more. The ocean surged with a primal fury, its waves crashing against his vessel in a violent crescendo that mirrored the turmoil within Alistair's tormented spirit. Amidst the raging maelstrom, the siren materialized before him, her ghostly form a vision of ethereal beauty tainted by an insatiable hunger for vengeance. Her voice, now a chorus of anguished wails, echoed across the waters, beckoning Alistair to surrender to her embrace and join the countless souls who had succumbed to her seductive call. But in the depths of his despair, Alistair found a flicker of defiance, a glimmer of resolve that had eluded him for so long. With a primal scream, he unleashed a primal scream, an agonized cry that shattered the oppressive hold of the siren's song. Summoning every ounce of courage within him, he brandished a relic passed down by generations, an ancient talisman believed to possess the power to banish malevolent spirits from the mortal realm. With a resounding chant that pierced through the storm's fury, Alistair invoked the ancient incantation, casting the sacred relic into the tumultuous waters. As the talisman glowed with an otherworldly light, the siren's form began to dissipate, her haunting cries muted by the force of the incantation. In a final act of defiance, Alistair plunged into the tumultuous sea, determined to confront the siren on her own ethereal plane and sever the ties that bound her to the mortal realm. The waters closed over him, enveloping him in a world of darkness and turmoil as the echoes of his struggle faded into the relentless embrace of the ocean's depths. Marrow's End, now bereft of its cursed melody, lay silent and still, a testament to the price paid to break the siren's song and the sacrifices made in the name of redemption. And as the villagers returned to the shores, they whispered of the fisherman who had dared to defy the siren's call, his fate forever intertwined with the chilling legend that would echo through the annals of Marrow's End for generations to come.